Genesis 14 MSG. Then this Amram, king of Sharon, Erach, king of Elzar, Kedorma, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of Goim, went off to war to fight Bera, king of Sodom, Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shenab, king of Adam, Shimber, king of Zebul, and the king of Bela, that is Zoar. The second group of kings, the attacked, came together to the valley of Siddim, that is the Salt Sea. They had been under the thumb of Gedabor for 12 years. In the 13th year, they revolted. In the 14th year, Gemador and the kings allied with him set out and defeated the Rasham and Ashtaroth, Kakam and Zizum and Ham and Emim and Shaveh, Kiratham, and the hordes of the hill country of Seir, as far as Elbard and the far edges of the desert. On their way back, they stopped in Meshvat, that is Kadesh, and conquered the whole region of the Amalekites, and well as them as the Amorites, who lived in Hazor and Tamar. That's when the king of Sodom marched out with the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Adam, Adim, and the king of Zebul, and the king of Bela, that is Zoar. They drew up in battle formation against their enemies in the valley of Siddim, against Keldomar, king of Elam, Tidal, king of Goim, Amber, king of Shar, and Erech, king of Israel, 4 kings against 5. Excuse me. And the valley of Siddim was full of tar pits. When the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled, they fell into the tar pits, but the rest escaped into the mountains. The 4 kings captured all the possessions of Sodom and Gomorrah, all their food and equipment, and went on their way. They captured Lot, Abram's nephew, who was living in Sodom at the time, taking everything he owned with him. A fugitive came and reported to Abram, the Hebrew. Abram was living out of the oaks in Mamre, Amur, and Amorite, brother of Eshel and Aner. They were allies of Abram. When Abram heard this, his nephew had been taken prisoner. He lined up his servants, all of them born in his household. There were 318 of them, and chased after the captors all the way down to Dan. Abram and his men split into small groups and attacked by night. They chased them as far as Hobath, just north of Damascus. They recovered all the plunder along with nephew Lot and his possessions, including the women and the people. After Abram returned from defeating Calmador and his allied kings, the king of Sodom came out to greet him in the valley of Shepheth, the king's valley. Malach, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. He was priest of the high God, and blessed him. Blessed be Abram by the high God, creator of heaven and earth, and blessed be the high God, who has handed our enemies over to you. Abram gave him 1/10 of all he recovered plunder. The king of Sodom said, Abram, give me back the people, but keep all the plunder for yourself. But Abram told the king of Sodom, I swear to God, the high God, creator of heaven and earth, this solemn oath, that I take nothing from you, not so much as a thread or shoestring. I'm not going to have you go around saying, I made Abram rich. Nothing from me other than what the young men ate, and the share of the men who went with me, Anar, Eshkoff, Bar, there to get their share of the plunder. Thank you. Have a fantastic evening. Sorry about coughing.